Hey, Imagination Rabbit team here. Just making this video for historical purposes. So if you watch the video that we just put out before this one, it was showing you what we're doing with our new animated feature film M-Doll. Since we're a animated feature film studio and a game slash interactive studio and a music studio and all this other stuff, what we're doing here with this release of M-Doll, we're combining film and games in a way that no one has ever done before. I haven't seen anything. If you've seen anything like this, send it to me. But I don't think there is another animated feature film, a full 2-hour movie, in which, if you go back to the last video, when you're watching it, you press a button and you actually go into the interactive scene that you're watching, and you can play it back and rewind. I mean, play it back and stop it and interact with it and all kinds of stuff. So working on this right now. So this is a Steam page for M-Doll because we're going to release it on Steam. We're going to shoot for around Halloween. And something I just want to say is that, like, I should not be the first person doing this as a one-person studio, because there's big animation studios out there like Pixar and DreamWorks and stuff like that who have fucking hundreds of millions of dollars and like thousands of people. And the only reason they haven't done this, something like this, is probably out of greed, incompetence, and or laziness, because it's really easy to do. So I think this is a game engine where the film is made. I think, and I've been saying that game engines are the future of filmmaking, not just animated filmmaking, but all filmmaking. So if you look at like MetaHumans and Unreal Engine, that's like their super realistic humans. And just look at the ridiculous shit Hollywood and like tech people are trying to do with virtual production, where just because they can't fucking let go of live action actors, they film them in front of these gigantic LCD walls with like fucking 5,000 LCDs and do all this dumb shit. I guess they used it in the new shitty Star Wars movies or whatever, but it's ridiculous. And it's just because they want to use live action actors. Once you let go of live action actors, you're in my world, bitch. You're in this world of animation. And if you're not using a game engine, there's something wrong with you. So let me just show you, like this is a scene from M-Doll. So it's in a game engine, so it's live. This is a cutscene here. So here's all the animation. Yeah. So this is for the movie, right? So all we did, this is all you have to do when you make a film in a game engine. So the scene from the movie has a bunch of extras and has a bunch more people and stuff. So in order for it to play back in real time for the interactive scenes, we just stripped out this scene because it's like a showdown scene where there's a sword fight. So like all you care about is a sword fight. We added the little robot dude there and this bad guy over there. We left them. But yeah, all we had to do was go into the movie and then we took out, there's 34 interactive scenes for the film. It's a 2-hour movie. And then we just isolated them like this, right? And we just added controls in the scene. So this little dude right here, which you saw in the last video, this will play back or stop or pause a cutscene. And then you didn't see this, or maybe I did, this radio. So we have a bunch of music we've made that we never put out, instrumentals. So this has 83 of our original unreleased songs, and it'll play them at random when you press it. And then if you go to the rabbit over here, when you use as the player, you have an ability called a flash, where like energy comes out of you. You're a soul, that's what you are. And the soul is in the movie, so what you are is part of the movie. So when you watch the movie and then play the scenes as the soul, you become a part of the movie. But when you activate this, then this is the commentary by me. So every scene pretty much has a commentary. And of course, you can go explore it and look around. But I don't know why those big studios haven't done this. I can see that they're like, well, we don't want to cannibalize our video game sales. But as far as like film fans, like, I make films, but I'm also a fan of films, of course. And if I could watch my favorite films and then actually go into the scenes and stop them and look around from all kinds of different angles that are not in the movie and explore and just do all kinds of stuff. And then when there's extras like I have in this, where you actually go into a virtual version of my studio and read my notes and see my storyboards, Yeah, they should be doing this. So as of right now, this thing, we made the movie. The final output of the movie is a video file, right? This is the video version right here in our editor. And we use a 3090, so we have like a top end graphics card. But when we have these scenes full of the extras and crank up the cinematic anti-aliasing, all this stuff, it will only play back with everything at about 1 or 2 frames per second on our souped up PC. But I imagine in a couple years, GPUs and this technology will probably be in a state so we'd be able to do the entire movie. We wouldn't have to go out to video. So the movie would just be live in real time, and then our interactive scenes would be you just go in, you stop it, pause the movie, and go look around the scene, interact with it, change shit in it. You could do anything. So we're going to keep going on this front. So I just made this for historical purposes along with the last video and when we release MDAL. So if anybody saw this, they can remember who did it first. Just the world's smallest animated feature film / game / music / the other shit we do, visual novel studio in the world. So I'm sure bigger studios will do this. It's really easy to do actually too. I'm also the programmer. So all you have to do, if you're wondering how you do this, is so right now we have this, I'm still looking at this, right? Yeah. I'm looking at this in frame mode. These are the frames right here, right? So all you have to do is get your scenes in the movie. Oh shit, am I doing spoilers? Maybe, watch out. Is just go to the movie and get frame ranges like 0 to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000, blah, 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 blah. Like actually, I'll show you the custom class we use for that. So, So, oh shit, we have to see these in the inspector. So when you click on these, so it has the frame range, right? So I just manually recorded the frame range for these scenes. And then I just convert the frame range into a time range. And then I just have a simple script. When you're watching the movie and you press the button to jump into the movie, it just goes and gets the current time, and then it searches through all of these interactive scenes and finds the one that matches, that's within the range, and then it just plays that scene. And then when you leave the film, you keep track of the frame of the film that was playing, so when you go from the interactive scene back to the film, you just go back to the frame that you were on. And there were some other complications I had to work around, like so when you're playing a whole 2-hour movie, I needed to this movie has multiple soundtracks too, so I needed to load in 2-hour audio files, but Unity doesn't support them. It crashes when you just try to import them. So then I had to split the audio files into 2 pieces, but I needed to have them play as one. So it's not that complicated. So I just created this virtual audio clip class, and what it does, it just makes it so my system here, this video control, when it interacts with these soundtracks, it thinks they're one, but it's doing kind of the same thing where they have their own frame ranges, and it just remaps it and finds it, whatever. And in case you're wondering, if you create movies or do animation and stuff like that, so I'm going to release my framework. I'm going to release all my scripts and probably a template Unity project for this new thing. So anybody will be able to release their movie through Unity, put it in Steam, all that stuff. Because, yeah, again, as a film fan, I want to see this. If there's cool fucking movies out there, I want to play the interactive version of the movie. I want to go in the movie and experience it that way. So, yeah, it's about a month more of work on this, and then you'll be able to watch it and play it, I guess. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this video, again, for historical purposes. I don't know why the big studios aren't doing it, unless they're, like I said, just fucking lazy, or they had to have thought of this. It's like, yeah, it's not that complicated. So anyway, this is Imagination Rabbit saying until next time, goodbye.